Hello, good evening and happy Sunday. Thanks for joining me this evening, and I have had a busy day today. I've been out at a craft fair, new venue, first time that they've held it, so it's been quite exciting. I've met lots of people, and if I have new people come and watch me on replay who have met me today for the first time, then welcome. So I'm live here on Sandra's Stampin' Craft Studio on Facebook at 8 o'clock and YouTube at the same time, and then on Wednesdays it's at 9 o'clock on both places, Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so today I did start playing this afternoon, getting something ready to share with you this evening, and it's another piece of paper piecing, but a little bit different. So I'm going to turn the camera around and just get that over there and show you. Whoops, back to front. That one, and that one. Get that over there, and I hope somebody will come on and join me soon. That looks a bit crooked on there. I don't like it when the screen's not lined up with the these squares on the grid board. It sends your eyes doolally. It does mine. Anyway, there we go. We're nearer straight then. So, hi, who have I got? I've got Shaz and Debbie. Live dinner's in the oven. I came home. I shared my estimated time of arrival with David on the maps, and I walked in the door and it was ready, so that was a really good deal. That so I've got my small business is a new to me stamp set. Now, even if we have anyone watching who's not actually a crafter but has a business of something else, so like, I don't know, immediately springs to mind because I've had a message today is Tropic. So if you've got any friends who've got Tropic or Body Shop that was, or any other small business, this is a really good all-round set. So I'm just holding it up to the camera a little bit closer for you to see all the good things in there. Now, I was going to do a bit of paper piecing with this one. We could try it with this one as well, but I just wanted to do this one for now. I came home quite tired and I nearly fell asleep on the sofa, so I had to quickly get up and make sure I didn't. So I'm going to use this one, and all those thanks on there are really nice. This one particularly, thanks for supporting my small business. So it's a good one for us. But this one here, I've used some paper piecing on. Hi Lynn, nice to see you. So I'm going to have a go with this one. I've done some of the fussy cutting to save you having to hang around for a little while. So, and I've also got some tags from last time I cut these. I'm going to remind you as to where these came from. So put that one out of the way for now. These tags are fabulous size, and these came, they're stitched, all stitched nicely around the outside edges. If I can get the camera to pick that up. There we go, so you've got all the stitching all the way around, and it makes the whole all in one pass. This comes from Greetings of the Season, which is an online exclusive set. So they are all really nice fonts on here. You've got the bold and clear, and then you've got the nice scripted, and you can mix and match them, which is really nice. So inside here we have a set of tags. There are 9 tags on there, and this is the largest one. I really love this one because it's a good size. It's just nice. I just love it. So all of the others have their place as well, but that's my favourite. So I have some of those already cut out for you. I'm not going to use the Christmas ones today, so I'm going to put that out of the way because we don't need those today. But I've got a few of those cut. We'll see how we go. So here is my stamp. I haven't got my glass mat today, have I? Apologies for that. So it's going to be a bit of a darker surface today. So I've got my stamp and pierce mat. Always good when you've got a polymer stamp. And because I'm going to be stamping on some paper, I thought it might just give it that extra little oomph to give a clearer image. Now I'm going to start off because just grab a wet wipe. You know I like to share lots of techniques, tips and things with you. So just a common old wet wipe. I'm going to just show you my mat. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of red on there, so I'm just going to use the wet wipe and just rub at it, and that will actually come off. That takes the ink off. There's an outline here of a pad. It looks like it's the lid of this has gone all the way around it. Now it might, oh it is actually, I was going to say it might not because it's more of a permanent ink, but every now and again just rub a wet wipe over your pad and it will bring it up lovely and clean. If we're stamping, we're going to go off the edges. It's inevitable. It's one of those things. So just give it a good rub. Because I'm going to be crafting on it straight away, I'm not going to use this wet side. I will use the other side, but I just wanted you to see how much I've got some red ink on there and just how much black ink and that have come off there. So Hi Emma, nice to see you. So that's just a really good tip to keep your mats nice and clean. So I'm going to use the other side today. There's a little bit on there, but that won't matter, but I'll do that afterwards. I'll leave that out. So that's just give me a nice dry cushion there. Get those out of the way. So the paper I'm using tonight is the one that we earned as a little incentive reward. This is the Countryside Inn, but it's the Rose edition. So it's only available to demos, just as a little bit of a challenge. So what I did today, I took a piece of the designer series paper, just an oddment like this, a remnant, and I stamped some images and I've cut some out. So morning, Anne, down under. We're only going to have a very small image. If I hold this up to the camera, it's only going to be very, very small. Now you could get birds on there, but think about it being a shopping bag. It's a case of I would probably go for the flowers in the middle there rather than the birds, because they probably look a bit oversized for the birds on that size shopping bag. But any small design would work well. And of course we have the back side, we have a stripy line here, so I might go stripy downwards on there. So I'm just going to just stamp a few of those, just to give you a feeling of what I'm going to do. And I do need one of the labels near and handy. So I'm going to use my Memento ink pad. I'm not colouring anything, and so I tend to go to Memento. If you were colouring anything, I would go StazOn if you're using watercolours or the liquid, the water-based inks. Okay, use the StazOn pad. But if you're using the blends, Stampin' Blends, then the Memento is good. So I want to have stripes coming up and down, but I want to find a piece of the outside here where I can just get the florally pieces of the bag, and I'm going to stamp that. I try not to waste too much, so I'm going to now come up here up the same outside seam and stamp another one there. Okay, I'm going to have 3 images, that's what I'm aiming at. So I'm going to take my snips and just snip those out very, very loosely. Take that one out and then take this one out here. Who's watching me who likes doing paper piecing or has done paper piecing in the past? Ooh, I've got some black ink on there, but from carrying it over there, look, I'm going to get that out of the way. I do want to just ink this up. Now I'm going to try and go as cost effective as I can. Waste effective. I'm just going to tuck that in there. We're only looking for the actual body of the bag. This one will be probably easier for you to see. Okay, so the piece down here isn't wasted because we can use the other side. So again, I'm just going to rough cut around that piece. There we go, there's 3 pieces of that. And get the rest of that out of the way. That's all I'm going to use today. I've got a sample that I've already done here. But first of all, I was just going to try and find my glass. Oh, they're in the tray here. Oh, I've got those, I've got scissors, I've got tweezers. Yeah, that should be all I need. Oops. They can stay down there. I'll pick them up later. Okay, so glasses are a must. So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to just stamp this on here once. So I'm keeping the ink pad over there out of the way so I don't blotch on it. Now what I'm going to do on here, I'm just going to set one on here. I only want one at the moment. I'm going to put one just a bit higgledy-piggledy. Okay, so I'm going to bring you in again and a little bit more so you can see. I'm getting downwards. There we go. So you can see that going on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take off the bag handles. Now you might think that that's a bit of a strange thing to do because you're going to have part of an image and it's really going to look a little bit silly, and that's why I kind of tested this afternoon to make sure. I've done this before, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going around the twist. So I've done a sample already. So I'm just going to cut along those lines. It's straight lines, absolutely straight lines, nothing to worry about, no fancy cutting at all, just cut those straight lines. Okay, I try to go about through the middle of the black if I can, but it's not really essential. So now I've got that little image. If I bring it up to the camera, it's going to look a little bit silly because you've got these spokes going up, the straight bits, and only half a handle. But when I place it on top of here, like so, because I've got the handles already stamped on there, it's going to look really nice. Relaxing at Stansted. Oh yes, you're off on holiday, aren't you? Oh, and Anne loves doing paper piecing. That's good. I love it. So, oh, Tombow, just a sec. I took this one with me today, and I haven't got a little jam pot because it's in the bottom of a bag somewhere. The car's not been unloaded yet. So I'm just going to put some Tombow over the back of this, making sure I catch those edges. I do like the liquid glue, so it's my glue of choice. Now I'm going to line this up on here so that my handles actually line up to the top there. I'll bring it up to the camera shortly. So all I've done there is cut that bag straight across the edges, but because I've stamped it onto the tag, it's actually brought those handles up and it looks like it's a nice pretty bag. Okay, so now I've done one. That's just slid slightly. I just want to try and get one over just slightly to the left. So that's one done. So now what I'm going to do is take that bag again, and I'm going to stamp another one, but I'm going to deliberately not line it up. I'm going to have it coming to the side like so. When you get home from your shopping spree and you dump all your bags on the floor, they're not all nice and neat and tidy, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm going to stamp another one. So that one now looks like I've messed up over there, and I've got it going off that direction. Okay, so if we cut the one for the middle, so I'm going to have 3 on here, a little trio. As we know, flower arranging and everything, we do odd numbers. So I'm just going to cut along these edges. Now I did do this bag so that the stripes were going straight downwards. Okay, but it's going to be a nice 2-shade pink shopping bag. Think of where you've just been to the shops and think of those nice things you've bought. And then I'm just going to take that across the top there. Okay, so there's another little bag with his handles chopped off. I'm going to take him in my tweezers, pop some glue on the back side here. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this over this one this time. And again, I'm just going to come down a little bit closer and line that up and make sure that my handles tally with these handles. Okay, so there we have 2 side by side, looking really nice. I'm not surprised you're excited, Linda. It's really nice. It's good to get away. It's good to have a break. And I'll catch up with you when you get back. I'm doing exactly the same again, so you can see me at the camera here, hopefully. I'm just going through the middle of those black lines. Because there's a black line down there as well, or there will be when I've stamped it again. Doesn't have to be too precise. Just try and keep them straight. Okay, so like I say, all nice straight lines, so it's really easy to do. Okay, take that little piece off, pop that over there, and again do the same. So that's going to go on there, but before I do glue it, I just want to stamp a 3rd one, and I want that one to come over here somewhere. Okay, there we go. So I'll bring each stage up to the camera with you. So we've got that one over there. Okay, so it looks like I've stamped over there, but what I'm going to do is have this image and it's going to come over there as well. Okay, so it's called paper piecing because I've done this before. We've had some lovely images of ladies. What I'm springing to mind is sitting in a window with a mug of hot drink, some sort of a mug, and she's got her feet up in like a window bay seat in the window. And then this one you could actually stamp it twice on 2 different papers, one so that the top is, say the t-shirt is in one paper and the trousers are in another, and it just looks really, really nice. So there is my paper pieced piece. Okay, so can you see that the dimension that's got? I've not put them on pads. I've just stamped and stuck, stamped and stuck, stamped and stuck. But it gives the sense of those bags being pattern paper. You've still got the handles, they still line up perfectly. And all in all, it's a nice little tag to create. Okay, I haven't done another, I have done another combination actually. I'm going to run that through once again with the ones that I've done today. I had different patterns on this one, just so you can see it was. It's quite quick to do. Some pieces out of there. So I've got another tag here. We can't really stamp it. I don't think it would get away with stamping that 3 times all at the start. It might work, but I like to do it this way, so I work one at a time. So in this little bag, I've got some papers here. I'm just going to get 3 different ones. So shall we have, we've got, yeah, dark, light and dark. So shall we have, that is the same pattern paper on the back, or similar. I might use that one in the middle and have two dotty ones. There's 2 dotties. Let's have, instead of flowers, let's have that scripty one. Okay, so they've already been pre-cut. I was very lucky with the space I had today. I had, it was in a steam museum, local to me. It actually, ironically, it is actually where I was born. It's in Bresingham Steam Museum. So I was between 2 engines. I will put some photos up. I had a lousy signal today. It really wasn't, even 3G wasn't working. So I couldn't get any pictures loaded. But hey, we will, I'll get them done later. Might be tomorrow morning because I was tired. I might go to bed early tonight. So a little bit of Tombow on the back of each of those. And again, I'm just crisscrossing, lining it up with that outline. But most important, make sure that your handles line up. That's your focal point. You don't want the handles to miss the line because it looks silly. So as long as those handles are good to go. And we'll stamp another one on here. Hi, Angela. It's just something a little bit different. And you can imagine, I'm just off the edge there, but I think we'll just be safe. All those little scraps, you know I'm a very thrifty crafter. I'm not mean, I'm just thrifty. I don't like waste. All those little oddments you get left over with and you think, oh, could I do some paper piecing? And if the answer is yes, put it in a little bag and keep them all to one side. Then you can just use them for paper piecing. So that's those 2. Now I'll put the lid on the ink pad for now. So I just think that they're really good. This one did get a bit close to the edge there because I started too far over. But I think they're really nice. So I've got to use the actual stamps and make it into a proper little card now, haven't I? So I kind of want to get sentiments that are going to go on here. I've got a box here I took of blocks with me. And I'm thinking, I like the idea of something bold. That's far too big. So I'm going to try for this one, I think. And then underneath it, I will put for supporting my small business. Or for being an amazing customer. There we go. That's a nice one, isn't it? So let's do those 2. So a nice scripty font. You see, we've got to make sure that it's going to fit on here first, which that one will. So we're going to sit that on there. Okay, it is a new stamp, so it's the first time of use. So I'm just going to stamp. That's a piece of card, isn't it? Just grab some. Can I just take a piece of scrap white here? I can use it for something else if it's a good image. Sometimes when you stamp factory manufactured, it's it can be a little bit just residue from the manufacturing process. So sometimes what I do is actually clean it before I start, and that sometimes makes sure that it's going to be a good one. So we're going to use the black ink, so because that's near and handy. You could use anything. You could use one of the pink shades in here. Okay, so stamp it on here for now. Hold my breath. There we go, look, nice and dainty, nice and clear. So I'll go for this one a second time. So this one's gonna, oh, that didn't do very well, did it? I rocked it. So I'm gonna put this at the top, like so. And lift that off. Lovely and clear. I could do both of these the same. Put another one on here. Or actually, you know what? We could just leave that. I'll leave that one inked because I might do something later. I could use a different one on here. Just going to grab a different block. I had another block here somewhere. I'll use that one. Evening, Smudge. Got a different one here, and I'm going to clean that one as well before I ink it. She's not hard done by. You know that, don't you? She thinks she is. Okay, I'm just inking that up off camera, just there because it's out of my way. And I'm just going to stamp that on there. Hold it a few seconds just so that the ink can go. There you go. You see, that's not really black enough for me. I'm going to do that again. This is why we do more than one image. And I think it might be the fact, like I said, it's a new stamp. Try again. There you go, that's getting better. What I might just do actually is just try my stays on. Might be that needs re-inking, that ink pad. So with stays on, we have to just do the sniff test. We have to just sniff the stays on for almonds. I'm sure she can hear you, Angela. She's had biscuits already, because even though I was in late and then had dinner quickly dinner, I have managed to get some tats out of her coat. She needed another brush, so we're trying to do it in stages. Bless her. Oops, that sticks on this one. No, I'm not going to use stays on. Stays on probably needs re-inking more than the other one does. Anyway, because it's been stamped a few times, it's probably going to work much better now. This is what I mean about being a new stamp. You have a little bit of manufacturing residue sometimes. Yes, Smudge. Right, let me try again on the back. I'm not so pleased with this one. Yeah, it's kind of getting there. It's getting there. Just get those edges off. I'll do the other way today. I'll do this way. Sometimes by doing the ink pads to the stamp, I normally only do this on larger stamps, but sometimes you've got more pressure in your hand to get a good covering of ink on there. We're going to go with this one. We're just going to go for it. I've already got some on my thumb. There we go, pop that on there. Love the smell, absolutely. Those of you who know Jackie is an absolute marzipan freak. She loves marzipan, absolutely loves marzipan. So yeah, she would be sniffing that well. There we go, we got there eventually. I will just let her in just to shut her up. So I'm going to pop this other little one on here, which was for supporting my small business and one for being an amazing customer. So there are these two in the middle here, I think. Yep, that's one. And then we've got the other one. That's there. Now, I thought I'd got some long blocks, but I haven't. So I'm just going to use this one again. I'm going to stick that in there for now. Oh, no, that's not going to fit. I'll peel that one off. I don't normally do this, but if you've got the right size block, it does help. So there's the first one. I don't know which way around these are, so I'm going to do one of each. And again, I will just stamp it off on here. Yeah, for supporting my small business. So this one, they're both going to be nice, this nice little delicate font. So I don't want to get in the way of the tail, so I'm just going to place that in the centre. There we go, look. And that's the first one done. Whoops, come down in the camera. So it's really nice, just those little 3 bags. It's a little bit of paper piecing. I'm going to put that one back on the other block and pick this one up. Oh, and we got Tiggs coming as well to see what all the noise is about. Just get the ink off my thumb. No, that was the stays on, wasn't it? So that's going to stay there, okay. I'm going to stamp this one as well. Smudge, no. Sorry guys. Trying to chew artificial flowers. thinking it's grass, and it's really not going to work. And there we go. So there's the other one for being, oops, there we go, for being an amazing customer. So I'm just going to stamp that one on here. If you could all see what's going on here, yeah, crazy house. Crazy cats and crazy house. There we go. I don't think I got that one as straight as I would have liked. I think it's because it's a deeper greeting. But then I just want to bring those up to the camera so you can see those nicely. There we go. And then I will probably colour some white baker's twine. I don't know where it is right at this moment, so I will do that later, but just to put some string on here, and just hang those as a little tag on a gift, a little thank you gift. It's just nice to have things like this done ahead of time. So I would probably line these up and then get busy doing a whole stack. So these sentiments on here, you've got little hearts on there as well. Sorry, I'm close to the camera. I've got made with love, and little hearts on there. Shop local, that's another good one. Yeah, just thanks. I've seen this type of font used before and stamped all the way down in different colours, and that's a good one to do on the Stamparatus. So really nice little set for, like I say, if you know of anybody who's got a small business. I'm going to leave it at that tonight. I'll show you the one I did earlier. That's the same sort of colourings. That was just me trying just to see how it's going to look. So while I'm chatting, we could just finish that one off, couldn't we? So if we wanted to do this, because I've just parked this on here temporarily, I'm actually going to try this as doing them on one block, as long as they are straight. And like so, that would probably, you could get around doing that all in one here. Okay, so if you're going to do these in batch, then I'll definitely do them all, you know, on one block. Or again, the Stamparatus, pop it on there. And there we go. Fingers crossed. And there we go. So, oh, fiddlesticks. I'll put it upside down, look. Okay, I'll show you what we do with that. Because I was just parking it there, I wasn't actually looking to see what it said, because I knew the stamp. So we can do this, we can sort this, because what we do is we have another piece of that same white. I've got a scrap here somewhere. I'll cut this one. Got a feeling I might have picked up a different piece of card there. So what I'm going to do, just to prove to you that I'm human and I make mistakes as well, so we get the full supporting my small business, is why I make this mistake, so that you don't have to. Okay, I'm going to stamp that on there like so. Okay, we'll pop the lid back on there. Yes, it is a lovely set, Linda. So I've just got half a tag here. I'm just going to take that one off. I have some scraps, well, I've got some whole sheets actually. But if I pull a piece of the Melon Mambo from my scraps, I'm going to just layer that up. Just to show you that we have happy accidents. Okay, whichever size is going to work. I haven't got small trimmer with me, have I? Did I take it today? So let's just put that out of camera for now. I'm just going to trim this one down. So I'm going to line this up on to get the letters all nice and straight. Turn it around and get the other side nice and straight. So just follow the lines as usual and guillotine that off. So we're happy with the spacing. Chop the ends. There we go, same each end. I'm not going to do any flagging today. So I think I'd like that a little bit narrower. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Are we happy with that? A little bit off the top perhaps. And then how does that look? There we go. So that's that one. And then we'll mat it onto a little piece of this. One of the scraps in here I can find that might, the smallest one. Might be the right size. Something like that would be just nice. Take a little shaving off that. Happy accidents. Shows me how I can show you how to make a little change. So how does that gonna look? Like so. Is that a nice clean border all the way around the edges? I think I'm happy with that. Bring that back on. So tweezers. I don't see anybody laughing at me. That's good. Nobody put the laughing emoji up. It might be you've not noticed. So if I get this down there quickly, you won't even see it. Okay, so I'm just popping that on there. And it's up to you. You could just put it on there flat, or you could raise it up. I think even by raising it, you're not really going to see the words underneath there, so I think I'll put some pads on there. She said she had those out. Do those ones. Those ones are out of the packet. Oh, look. There we go. Put some of these little ones. And a third one in the middle there. And we quickly cover that up. And nobody is any the wiser. And if I can do it, if you do it, I can do it. So there we go, or the other way around. Just to show you how you can hide up those little misdemeanors if you did that straight on the stamp set. So I think they're nice little ones to use. Just going to swap the order around. So you've got the bold one in the middle and the smaller ones either side. So just as a little stamp set, I think they're really, really useful. I'm going to be using that a lot. So that's all from me for today. Like I said, I've been out all day, so that will be a short one this evening. And then I will be back again on here on Wednesday. Looks great. Oh, thank you, my dear. So there you go. I'll bring you back to me. So yeah, we've been at half an hour, so I will be back on Wednesday. If you're watching me on replay, then please just hit the like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or the like and follow on Facebook. It does really help me, just those little favours. So if you are watching my new people I've met today, if you are watching later, then please just pop along and do that, and then you'll be notified when I do go live in future. So thanks all for that. And I don't think there's anything head office wise today. I went through all of the kits, just so you're aware, I went through all of the kits last night just to check which ones, if there's any of the ones we're waiting on coming back into stock, and there's nothing on there at the moment that people are waiting for from me. So I will check every few days and just make sure. Okay, because I was having an event today, I thought I'd just double check so I knew what was available and what wasn't. So I have post-it notes out that I know what we can't get at the moment, sadly. Okay, so I will keep you posted on those. Have a great few days, and I will see you on Wednesday. If there's anything that you would like to see demonstrated, then please give me a shout, and I will see you soon. So take care.